friend, Nurse Folusho. In a bit, will be in another year, and 2024 will become history. And of course, 2025 will become a new thing and a great deal, and a new deal, a big deal. So I don't know what you've been through in 2024. When we started in 2024, you had high hopes, you had aspirations, you had, a whole lot of targets and goals that you planned within yourself that this 2024, this and that are what I was going to do. But now 2024 is just in a moment we fizzle away like untimely, an untimely pass away of, a pregnant woman when they want to give birth, the pains and it's like, after all, I've not been able to achieve something in 2024, and you are feeling dejected. But I've come to let you know that the past will always remain in the past. You have to keep forging ahead no matter the circumstances. If you have not failed, it means you have not tried something. If you have not failed, it means you are not doing anything challenging. If you have not been mocked in your plans, and somebody will say, Shebi, I told you, it means you have not done anything. You are not trying at all. So you should leave 2024 to be where 2024 is supposed to be and forge ahead. It was one of the most challenging one of the most challenging years that I've had. That's 2024. It was very, very challenging, financially, relationship wise. But if I sit down, like I want to practice gratitude, I will count more than a million, more than a million things that I was able to achieve. So, number one thing, the advice that I've got for you in this 2025, we have a whole lot of advices and reminders. But I want to let you know the first thing that you want to do in this 2025 is to do something I call dislodging or dropping the baggages. You are going to leave 2024 where 2024 belongs, right? I want to do something letting go of 2024 with all its baggages, all its stress, all its anxieties, all its disappointment, rejection, dejection, mockery, ridicule, humiliation. When people don't believe in your dreams or what you are called out for, they make jest of you, they ridicule you, they humiliate you. But I want to let you know, if you have not been humiliated in that your project, in that your career, in that your ministry, if you have not been mocked, if you have not been ridiculed, you have not started anything, it means you are doing nothing. You are inconsequential. You don't matter to people. So in 2024, you've done your bits. In 2024, you've made all manners of moves. Most gelled, most did not gel, most failed woefully. But you are not the failure, right? It was the project that you started that failed. So that's what I want you to know. So in 2024, you did all manners of things to pull through, but you could not. You got some right while you got some wrong. It is okay. It is okay to get it right. And it is okay sometimes to get it all wrong. So don't think because you failed in 2024, that's how you are going to continue to be a failure. No. That's why you don't, give up on yourself. The worst thing is when a man gives up on him or herself. When people gives up on you, that is their own couple. That is their life. It is not your own life. But why will you give up on yourself? Don't give up on yourself in 2025. So the first thing like I was saying is drop those disappointment, those rejection, those mockery, ridicule, shame, disgrace of 2024 and let them go and bury them along with 2024 and open a new chapter in 2025. Who told you that because you failed in 2024, you're going to fail right now? Tell them that they are liars. It is not going to work. But don't, join your own belief with their own belief and say, these people might be right after all. After all, I failed in 2025 and this is 2024 and maybe it's going to be like that in 2026, 2025. No, it's not going to be like that at all, at all. So you are going to rearrange yourself, re-strategize. You can't be doing the same thing the same way and be expecting the same result. So in 2025, I want you to re-strategize. So I'm going to be giving you some advices, some reminders, so that I'll be able to do something with your life in 2025. So that by the time it's going to be 31st of December 2025, you'll be a better man or a better woman more than what you are right now. I've been through a lot this year, but I don't allow it to stay here. I push them to the back. I don't push them to my forehead. I don't push them to my face. I push them down in the back. I leave them in the back because that's where they belong in the past. You have a whole lot to, fix in your future. But the past, you can't do nothing. You can't fix anything in the past. You can't. Possibly can't. Most of the times. You can't. But in the future, you have a lot that you can arrange. You have a lot that you can plan. You have a lot that you can strategize. You have a lot of target setting. You have a lot of goal setting. You have a lot to meet up in the future. But the past remains in the past. So let's talk about the advices and the reminders for 2025. Having said that you should drop the past in 2025, 2024. What are you going to do in 2025? Trying to re-strategizing, replanning, setting new goals so that achievable goals. You understand? So number one, in 2025, you should make sure there's something we call personal growth and development. And talking about personal growth and development, you should be able to set realistic goals. You understand? For example, you won't set a goal. You don't have 2 million, 5 million in your account. And you are promising yourself that in the first quarter of 2025, I want to make 20 million. And you have not even made, you don't have a saving or a saving plans or a dime in your account as of December 31st. And you say, this is my business, this is my job. You understand? I should be able to raise, apart from interest, apart from the capital of my business, I should be able to raise 20 million. You are going to have to break down your goals, the larger goals, into bits and pieces. You understand? You break them down into smaller goals so that when you achieve a little, you celebrate that. Oh, I've been able to do small out of this. You move on to the next smaller goal. And that is what you're going to do. You have to do in 2025. You get it? That's what you want to go. So that you'll be able to maintain the little goals set per times. In 2025, I want you to prioritize self-care. When we're talking about self-care, you have to learn new skills. Like this year alone, I was able to learn 1 or 2 skills that is, useful to me, useful to my family. Plan new thing, learn a skill, go for a course. If it's something that you have interest in, you will do it. If it is here to do it, you will do it. So don't think you can't not do it. I can't do it. I'm afraid. No, you got to make a move in 2025, right? Don't be afraid. Your dreams might be big. They might even you might be afraid of the dreams, but don't stop dreaming. Either they are big, or they are small, or they are large. It's your dream. So keep dreaming in 2025. Keep dreaming. Then, of course, in your relationship in 2025, what do you want to do? Nurture connection. Nurture connection. Make new friends, make new connections. Don't stick with the old kind of friends that have been making jest of your dreams, that have been mocking your goals. You understand? Make new network of friends, make them in 2025. Tangible friends, reliable friends. In 2025, what do you want to do? Practice empathy. Be empathetic. Being empathetic is that you are putting others in your shoes. And when you do that, it makes life so easier. You are empathetic to people around you, to their circumstances, to what they are going through. When you put people in your shoes, it makes you to be able to show kindness, compassion, and you are empathetic about them. You see them as your brother, you see them as you see them as your sibling, your sister, your friend, your wife, your husband, your spouse, or something. And in this year, what do you want to do with your relationship? Practice active listening. And when we're talking about active listening, when we're talking about communication, you should be able to listen. Listen for solution. Don't listen to judge. Don't listen to condemn. Active listening includes making eye contact. Active listening includes dropping your phone when somebody is talking, something serious with you. Active listening is listening, with all your five senses so that they feel belong, that, okay, this person is concerned about me. So when you practice active listening, what you're about to say, you know it. What other people want to say, you don't know. So you have to practice active listening in 2025. And it still boils down to be empathetic to people around you. Compassion is very, very important. It is very, very vital to show compassion to people around you. And in 2025, what do you want to do? Apart from practicing active listening, nurturing meaningful relationship, and if you don't even have any relationship, we are all social animals. There is no how you can lead the journey of life alone. Loneliness kills. I've seen people commit suicide because they are lonely. I've seen people commit suicide because of betrayal or breakups. So you should, look for a form of relationship. But no, relationship does not necessarily mean it should be romantic or, sexually linked. No. Meaningful relationship in 2025. It is very, very vital. No matter what you do, at work, you have colleagues. At home, you have neighbors. In the street, you have community people, in your church, in 2025. You were not able to do that in 2024, maybe because of circumstances of life. We all have been through one or two things in 2024. But in 2025, there should be a meaningful relationship. Somebody that has got your back. Somebody that you are going through something, they are feeling it the way you are feeling. You are going through something, this person is always there for you. Things are going down the drain, they say, no, this is not going to happen while I'm here with you. So in 2025, You have to make meaningful relationship. In 2025, you know something? A lot of people, wronged you in 2024, right? They said all manners of things, even right to your face. They did all manners of things right to your face that what will you do? You understand? But in 2025, the first thing you want to do is to forgive and let go. Unforgive, there are a lot of benefit that we can gain from being forgiving. You have offended of some people that they might not even know, you might not even know that you have offended them. Because what matters to you, what counts as, offense to you might not mean the same thing to me. So in 2025, be ready to forgive and let go of hurts, heartbreaks, disappointment, rejection, abandonment, betrayal, disloyalty, and all that. That's what we want to do in 2025. It is very, very vital. And you know something? In 2025, again, there should be career development. You cannot continue to do the same thing, like I said, ab initio, and continue to expect the same result. It is not possible. Your career and your finance has to, change over. There should be a shift. It should skyrocket from what it was last year. Stay adaptable to new opportunities. You understand? There's something in nursing we call adaptation theory. When we're talking about adaptation theory, it means not as nurses we can adapt to anything. There's something we call improvising. You need a bandage, there is no bandage, you can use scarf to improvise. So whatever condition, whichever way we find ourselves, we do what? We move. We do things. We will not watch the patient die. I'm in the desert and the patient is bleeding. We are on the road. I don't have my emergency or A&E kits, and I will watch this patient die. It can be my trouser. My trousers that I will cut. It can be something just to do something for this patient. So stay adaptable. Be open to new opportunities and challenges in this 2024. Don't say, I know I don't think it can work. Is it not this pure water that everybody is selling? Some people just started their own pure water business in 2024, and they are making it more than somebody that has been there 5-10 years. It's all about packaging and being focused and know this is exactly what I want to out of life. Nobody will plan anything with you. Your life is in your hand. Your future is in your hand. You have to take the bulls by the horn. Don't have entitlement mentality to anybody. Nobody owes us anything. If you have siblings that are doing well, they don't owe you anything. You have a husband or a wife that is doing well, they don't owe you anything. They worked hard, or maybe perhaps luck smile on them. Keep working hard, you will get there. Don't have this entitlement mentality. Most of us have that entitlement mentality. He's my brother. He's supposed to help me. At least he's doing fine. He's my sibling. He's my mother. He's my wife. He's my husband. Mbao. You're not going to do that in 2025. Take your life in your hands. Leave your comfort zone. Most of us from 5 a.m. we press phone. Keep buying data, watching Instagram. And somebody just got married. And live there to Facebook, from Facebook to TikTok. And these things they are addictive in nature. From TikTok, you go back to Twitter. From Twitter, you're on YouTube looking for people's story, divorces, marriages, dancing, engagement and introduction. Those things are engaging. You are wasting your data. You are wasting your time away. We all have 24 hours every day. It now depends on how are we using these 24 hours. Some people are using their own on internet and they are making big money. Spending 1 hour on internet, they are making millions. Some of us, we are not making anything. By January now in Nigeria, January 1st from tomorrow, I think a call will be 15 minutes, the SMS will be 5 minutes, and Nigerian government has approved it for our the NCC and federal. They have approved it for them because we don't have nobody to fight for us. Are we going to still be using the same data and be roaming about from one place to another on internet with that, and you are not making money with that? Please, my dear, you have to have a rethink. In fact, don't let it be too late. You have to have a rethink. Be open to challenges. When you are open to opportunities, you open your arms wide to embrace this opportunity, then challenges will come. Be ready for that challenge. Nothing good comes easy. Even life is not fair. Life does not even want to give us good things. So when you open your arms to good opportunities, challenges follows it. At times, most of us go into business thinking, oh, it's a small business, there's no big deal, I should be able to navigate. And you get there and you are losing. There will be challenges, of course. So as soon as you are opening your arms to receive, to say, okay, I'm open to new opportunities, be ready for challenges that are additional benefits to it. So when you are able to, overcome that challenge, it becomes easy for you to get the positive result. But when the challenges come and you just close your hands, say, no, this business, no, no. Mbao, no be for me. No. Then you close that opportunity. And somebody else is there. They will just grab it. And that's the end. Create a budget. Don't just spend anyhow this year. If you want to give somebody something, create a budget. You want to build a house, nobody will want to build a house. You will not count the cost. Okay, I'll buy 5 trailers of cement, 2 trailers of sharp sand, a block, this and that. You will count cost, even if you're a billionaire. So that you want to know the likely budget for that. You want to know the likely budget for that. So don't just start something without knowing how far you're going to be able to go with the little you have in your hand. In this 2025, all over the world now, there is economic downtime. It's not only in Africa, though Africa has its own peculiar challenges. We all know that. And because of the dollars issued and all that. But you are in America, you are in Nigeria, you should be able to do what? Create multiple streams of income. When you create multiple streams of income, it becomes easier to navigate through your finances. It becomes easy to navigate through your finances. It becomes so easier. So that you'll be able to do what? To have enough in your hands. One thing I promised myself that this year, no to begging. I've been greeting some people, with style. I've been greeting you. The Lord will go with you. So I've gone this year, before the end of this year, to learn some new skills, add to my knowledge. And this year, I decided, okay, as a nurse, I wanted to do my BSc nursing, my BSN. I've started. I'm 3 semesters gone. And when I was starting, it was like, will I be able to cope? You understand? I'm coping. In fact, more than fine. So at least by the time this year is ending, it's ending for me on a happy note. Money is not everything, right? Most of us see our happiness being hinged or hanged on money or finances. No. That's why we have lost a lot of opportunity. Some girls see a guy that has prospect, a guy that is good, that is great. But what do you want to say? He say, doesn't have money. You can't even see a guy that has prospect. You can't see them. You are only after iPhone. At the end of the day, you get the iPhone. The guy with the iPhone messes you up. And the guy with the prospect is going high riser now. And likewise, the male folks, they just look at beauty. not, you know, monitoring what will happen in another 10 years. If I don't have this money for iPhone, what happens? You have to develop multiple streams of income. Network. Networking is very, very important in this age that we are. And I want you to know in this 2025, there should be the usage of technology to bring about productivity. Talking about technology, this year, stay organized. We have a whole lot of apps there that can help us to stay organized. You can utilize tools and apps to make life easier, to organize things for you. You don't have to be using Biro. In fact, most of the time when I'm doing my program, I have a whole lot of big books that I'll be writing. Different topics that I will write, like the whole day. For like the past 1 year, I've stopped writing because I've been able to avail myself of the opportunity of technology. And that has, of course, enhanced my productivity. It has enhanced my productivity. So you have to stay organized in this 2025. It makes life so easier. Prioritize digital security. Use strong password. Your bank account, your internet, your online, your phones. Use strong password. Digital security is what you want to do because things are evolving. As you are trying to be ahead of the scammers and the fraudsters, they are going, you think you are 1 mile ahead of them, they are already 10 miles ahead. And how do you beat that? So make sure that this year, your digital security is very, very important. Don't go online and start disclosing your identity, your worth, your address, your place of work. You have to be security conscious. Things are not the way we think they are most of the time. You think no, things are no longer, it's no longer business as usual. It's no longer business as usual. You have to use strong. Then of course under that too, you should balance your screen time. For example, like me on Instagram, I set something. There's something you can set on Instagram. I set it on TikTok. When I'm staying more than 1 hour or 30 minutes, I can't remember, TikTok will just bring a notification. No. They will not allow me rest. Even Instagram will not even bring only notification. You want to open a page, Instagram will block it. So my brain will tell me that it is time to get off this goddamn app and go and do something better for my life. TikTok is still a little lenient. They will just, it is time to go to bed, or you are spending 1 hour on there, more than 1 hour, like you have set. Go now, or delay for 10 minutes. They will still put delay for 10 minutes. But Instagram will block you that you are now in sleep mode. Good night. They don't even want to know whether it's night, especially when that 1 hour is completed. They will just block you. You understand? I did those things to be able to do what? To curb my excesses on internet because is captivating, is addictive. If you fall into addiction of this all these apps, all these meta apps, I be the TikTok app, I be YouTube, all of them, they are the same thing. They look the same thing. They do the same thing. You enter into their net like this, you're on your own. You understand? In 2024. So in 2025, you have to change that. Balance your screen time. Except, of course, you are using that to work. If your phone or your computer is but you still have to know the time to work, not going, you see one notification, hey, you rush there. Another notification, you are going there. No, don't let that happen in 2020. Don't waste time. There is no time to do what? To waste time. Then in 2024, there should be mindset and resilience. Practice gratitude. When you practice gratitude, when you want to practice gratitude, you reflect on the positive aspect of life, not the negative aspect, and appreciate. Like I said, the year was turbulent for me, but if they ask me to write or say, like, without blabbing, without thinking twice, and mention 10 things, or 50 things that I was able to achieve this year, you understand? I will can't. In fact, by the time I get to feel, somebody might have to stop me because I will be able to count. So stop reflecting on the negative aspect of life. When you keep, dwelling and reflecting on the negative part of life, what the life has not given you, the good, bad, and the ugly and the negative that the life has given to you, it is not funny. What you are saying is that there is no good thing from January to December. But it's not possible. Reflect on the positivities. Give yourself to gratitude, being grateful. Being grateful to nature, being grateful for life, living, daily needs met. A whole lot of things are there for you to be grateful of. Then this year, you have to develop a growth mindset. I'm not going to be where I was last year. And that is it. I might not be where I want to be, but I'll no longer be where I used to be. I'm a step higher. I will be going a step higher. Go and learn a new skill, do something with your life. These days it's no longer the days of business as usual. I have a degree. I'm looking for a white collar job. For where? Or you are still waiting. You are 30. You are finished youth service. You are a graduate, and you are staying with your parents to be feeding you. Mommy, I want to buy a recharge card. And daddy, I need to mend my shoemaker is here. Wow. That's serious. In 2025, change your mindset. Move. You can be a CEO. You say you cannot be a CEO. If you even get a good job now, you'll be paid 50,000, 150,000. Where will that one take you? That you cannot even plan your life with it. Develop a growth mindset. I have to grow. And that is very, very important. And you know something? In 2025, take care of your mental health. It is very, very important to take care of your mental health. Mental health includes your emotional well-being and your psychological well-being. When issues of life happens, it will surely happen. People will disappoint you. People will mock you. People will make jest of you. Your goals, they will rubbish it. When they rubbish it, how do you cope? So your emotional and psychological well-being goes hand in hand. If they are not properly navigated or managed, you break down and have mental disorder like depression or bipolar or those kinds of, mental health issues, problems that people have. So it is better to, cope well with problems in 2025. And don't be telling everybody about your problem. Most of them don't even know what you are going through. They don't know how deeply connected you are with those problems. So the advice they will give you, because they are not walking in their shoes, right? You are walking in the shoes. So don't keep telling them, do you know that? Do you know that? How surely that? No. Most people, they will just hear your story and make jest of you. They don't have solutions. I've been there. They don't have solutions. The moment you tell them you are moving, they are already telling the next person, yeah, you can't see your person. So before you start opening your mouth and talking, spewing all your life history, your problems to someone, ensure they are reliable, they are trustworthy, you can trust them. They are not people that will expose your weakness to people. I've seen somebody whose weakness was exposed to somebody that wanted to go and commit suicide. Thank God that he was caught on time. He would have just jumped into the river and died like that. Take care of your mental health. Engage in physical activity. Don't be a sedentary person. If you cannot do exercise 5 times a week, you can do minimum of three. And you don't need to go and break a bank because you want to go to gym. No, you don't need that. What you need, you can do it in your house. You can do cardio exercise, you can skip, you can do skipping, you can use skipping rope, you can run on the spot, you can go around your house, maybe you are counting 20 times. You know, just to be physically, because when you are not physically engaged, you don't have any physical activity, it affects your heart, affects your brain, affects you from your head to toe, which can lead to heart diseases, thromboembolism problems, a whole lot of problems. So you have to be physically active. And of course, this year, you know what you want to do? You have to eat healthy. Healthy diet is very, very important. And when we're talking about diet, the balanced diet composes of your protein, your carbohydrate, your your fat and oil, your water, your everything. It has to be all encompassing. Not that you are eating a particular part of the diet you are not sure of. Your diet has to be all encompassing. You don't need to break a bank because you want to, eat a balanced diet. And in this year, 2025, my advice in 2025 for you, there's something we call spiritual dimension of health. You have your social health, which we talked about, your relationships. We have your physical health, your physical activity, the mental health, developing a growth mindset, practicing gratitude, reflecting on positive aspect of life, taking care of your mental health and psychological health. Be open to new opportunities, network, for your career, do something new. Then there's something we call spiritual dimension of health. You must, even as an atheist, you have something that you believe in, that you are hinging your hope on. If you are a traditionalist, you have something you are hinging your hope on. You are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are a Buddhist, whatever you believe. Involve yourself more in 2025. Connect with your spiritual, how do I put it? There should be a spiritual connection with that thing that you believe in. Because if you are not neither here nor there, you just be moving. Maybe this is the way. Let me go like this. You are confused. You're confused. So your spiritual life, your spiritual health is as equally as important as your mental health, your social health, your physical health, your psychological health. So there should be need for personal growth and self-development. If you are in a relationship and you see that your wife, you both have school certs, and your wife is going for her OND, and your own school certificate is not complete, or your husband, or vice versa, and they just go there, they do their certificate, go for OND. You are there, they are doing their HND, or they are doing their degree. You are just in a place, staying in one place. No, don't allow that this year. As they are moving, you are moving. As your wife is moving, you are moving. That's why when there is a lot of disparity in relationship, a man has OND, does HND, the wife is just there tying wrapper all over. Say, my husband is at least, my children will go to school. You are not developing yourself. Tomorrow, when the man becomes a senator or something, he sees you as a no fit. When the wife is the one that is there, becomes a CEO or bank manager, see you as, no, I can't take this one to the banking industry as to go and show as my husband and talk with him. You understand? And it becomes an issue. Right. So no matter what you are going through, on a final note, I wish you a happy, peaceful, robust, superb, I don't know other adjective to use, 2025 ahead. Thanks for being part of my community. I wouldn't have come this far without your love, without your support. There is no how I'll push out like 80 to 90 videos, over 800 videos, and I will sit down to be watching it on my own, or commenting on my own, or sharing on my own, liking on my own. But you guys have been so great. I give you so thank you for being part of my community. I appreciate that. And in 2025, I promise to give you more facts, fresh news, fresh ideas on healthy living, healthy lifestyle, and how you can navigate some, negative issues of life. There is nothing worth dying for. Suicide is never an option in the journey of life. Just be strong, you will get there. And finally, no matter what you are going through, there is always an expiry date. You'll be all right. So take good care of yourself. We see you again next year, 2025, by God's grace. I remain your friend, Nurse Folusho. Bye bye for now, and have a wonderful 2025. Love you all.